Catch 'em young. This has been the philosophy of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger of Berkshire Hathaway. Yes, when they first revealed their Apple shareholding in May 2016 that they had invested $1 billion in Apple. Apple was trading at that time at $80. Guys, after that Apple has split 1 to 4. So one share became 4 shares. So actual price Warren Buffett has paid is $20 in 2016. Definitely they have caught them young, not too young, but still from today's perspective, now the price is at 193. So almost it's 10 times since he bought it 6 years back. Guys, a 10 bagger. That's what it's called. Not only that, they have continued their stake in Apple since then. And based on the recent filing, in March 2023, Berkshire Hathaway has invested $151 billion in Apple. Yes, you heard that right. From $1 billion to $151 billion, guys. And that's a whopping 46% of Berkshire's $328 billion equity portfolio. So almost half of the equity portfolio is in Apple. And Warren Buffett says that Apple has been their best investment so far. Well, the idea is catch him young. Hello everybody and welcome to Sinhanomics, the money machine. I'm not going to talk about Apple today. I'm going to talk about how to catch the stocks when they're young or the companies when they're young. And everybody's talking about EV, electric vehicles nowadays. I mean, it's the reality, guys, right now, right? Everybody's shipping it. Recently, Tesla announced their total shipments. That was roughly 900K in the first half of 2023. Yes, you heard that right. Then there are other vehicles as well. Everybody's in that race. General Motors, Ford, Volkswagen, and some companies in China as well. Though I'm not going to cover the China companies, guys, we don't know what's going on in China and what can happen in China. So if some of you are China fans there, my personal advice is to stay away. You never know what's going to happen in China. So China has been claiming that their electric vehicle company has been selling something like a million electric vehicles. We don't know what's the fact. But anyway, let's not worry about it. Today I'm going to cover what can be the new Tesla. Think about it. Well, let's look at the numbers right now. Even if you look at the market share perspective, the market leader is Tesla by all means. Recently, there was a data announced in US by Motor Intelligence, and Tesla leads the pack with 60.4% market share of electric vehicles in USA. Yes, you heard that right. 60.4% market share. Followed by Hyundai and Kia at 6.9%. And then comes General Motors, 6.4%. Volkswagen is at 5.3%. Followed by Ford at 4.6%. So that's the market share data for you. So clearly Tesla is on the leading seat. Well, let's look at individual models, by the way. So the highest EV selling is Tesla Model Y, 200,000. The next one is again Tesla Model 3, 113,000. And then comes General Motors car. It's called Bold EUV. That was at around 21,000. But having said that, in fact, General Motors has discontinued this car. I won't go into the details. You can do that research yourself. And then comes Rivian's R1T pickup truck. Yes, it's a pickup truck R1T, and that has sold 16,000. So if you look at from that perspective, it's pretty much like number 4, number 5 selling electric vehicle in USA right now. By now you must have understood I'm going to cover today Rivian. Yes guys, the point of the matter is that, is Rivian going to be the next Tesla? Let's look at that. As I mentioned, they have shipped 16,000 electric pickup trucks. But hey, don't forget, the Cybertruck is coming. It's going to hit the road from Tesla by the end of this year. And that will be a big competition for Rivian. Having said that, Rivian has just reaffirmed that by the end of 2023, they will be shipping almost 50,000 electric vehicles. So the point of the matter is, again, is it a good buy? Do you think you should be buying Rivian right now? It's trading at around $21, $22. Guys, much cheaper than Tesla, which is at $280. So you can buy 14 Rivian stock at the price of one Tesla. Let's look at that, by the way. Recently, Rivian actually announced its quarterly earning Q1 2023 report. And its Q2 is coming on 8th of August. So we are all geared up for that. Let's analyze the Q1 result, guys. It actually had a revenue of 661 million. Yes, you heard that right. 661 million revenue. No gross margin. It had a loss of $1.35 billion. Yes, you heard that right again. $1.35 billion. And the total number of stocks issued is around 1 billion. So you are roughly, the price earning ratio in this case is negative $1.25 per share. So if you are paying $22 for one share for Rivian, in fact, every share is actually incurring $1.25 loss right now. But hey, that's a growing stock. And when we are talking about catch 'em young, you shouldn't be worried about this kind of loss. Let's look at what's the prospect going forward. It's a real company. It's actually shipping out the trucks. So let's look at that. So as I mentioned, with 1 billion shares issued and trading at around $22, it's actually a 22 billion market cap. And let me tell you that its all-time high used to be like 45 or so. And then it dropped last year to $11. Now it's pretty much double from that price at 22. So with $22 billion market cap, I'll also tell you that Amazon has invested heavily in that. Amazon actually has invested $3.4 billion and purchased 17% stake in Rivian. And recently Rivian has delivered some Amazon trucks to them. I think that's called R1S, if I'm not wrong. Well, let's come back to the financials. So $22 billion market cap, and it's sitting at around 12 billion cash, guys. Yes, cash and cash equivalent is 12 billion. So take that away. 22 minus 12, so $10 billion. Out of that, there is Amazon stake. That $3.4 billion Amazon had invested in Rivian when the market cap was around 18 billion. Right now it's 22. So that's their investment has grown to 4.6 billion right now. So if you take 4.6 out from 10 billion, you're pretty much left with 6.4 billion. So 6.4 billion is the total market cap, I can say, if you take these out, the one that I described. Now, guess what? Another fun fact. It's one of the highly shorted stock. Yes, you heard that right. 13% of the short squeeze is there. That means 13% of the total stocks in the market has been shorted. And as I told you, the price had dropped from $45, $48 down to 11. Of course, everybody will be shorting it. But guess what? Once it has started going up now, they will have to buy it back. And to buy back 13% of the short squeeze, they will need $2 billion. So if you look at these numbers, the company is not looking that bad, guys, even though it's in a big loss right now. 12 billion cash. They are promised to have 50,000 vehicles on the road by the end of this year. 4.6 billion investment from Amazon. And for the short squeeze of 13%, they will need $2 billion to purchase. Well, this is the financials at the high level from the market cap perspective. Now let's look at that. What happens? In fact, Rivian has given a guidance of 25% gross margin in the long term. So even if you take long term, like, from 2030 for an example, 2030. And if these guys if they are producing 50K right now, I mean, if you do a normal maths and look at the trend analysis, etc., and the forecast of the EVs, I think if you assume that they will be making 1 million trucks by 2030, we will analyze this financial model based on that. But let me tell you one more thing before that. Right now, this R1T that I'm talking about is the price point starts from $75,000. Yes, you heard that right. It starts from 75,000 US dollar. It's considered quite expensive, by the way. And as I told you, their facility, their assembly line, which they have set up in Illinois, is quite big. It's a huge capacity, and they're not using it right now. So every vehicle they're selling is in a loss. I told you, from the share perspective, 1.25 loss per share. So this quarter, they have actually booked $1.35 billion loss. Well, if you compare that with the cyber truck that Tesla is going to bring out, the price point is around $40,000. That's almost half of that. Having said that, the R1T truck, pickup truck, is actually 2-motor truck. Whereas the Tesla's 40,000 price tag is on 1-motor Cybertruck. For the 2-motor Cybertruck and with all-wheel drive, it will be $60,000. Not bad actually. If you compare with Rivian, which is 76,000, 75,000 starting price, Tesla will be bringing it out at 60. Still, it's like a huge savings out there. So what I'm trying to highlight here is that they will have to face big competition with Tesla. Well, come back to our forecast. So by 2030, if they are producing 1 million vehicles, and even the price point drops down from 76 to say 50,000, they will be pretty much at $100 billion. Yes, you heard that right. The revenue will be $100 billion. And if what they are promising right now or giving the guideline of 25% gross margin, this company can be in profitable situation. And with that, the cash flow will be around 10 billion, free cash flow. With free cash flow, if you put a 20 multiple, this company can be a $200 billion market cap company. And that will be a 10x growth from here. Right now, as I told you, it's 22 billion. So 22 billion right now to 2030, $200 billion is a big journey. But guys, it's a big ask. There is a big risk out there. And the risk, as I described already, is a huge loss-making company right now. And if some of you want to bet on it, by all means, you can do that. My personal view is that, and my personal philosophy is that, I don't buy shares at loss. Or I don't buy companies who are delivering loss. I would rather buy Rivian at $100 or $200 if the prospect will look good and the company will be in profit, than buying right now at $22 when it's giving a loss of $1.25 each. Having said that, that's my personal philosophy. But if you guys want to catch them young and you can have patience to hold it for 20, 30 or so, of course the price will go up. And that's called value investing, guys. So value investing for the loss-making companies is not my cup of tea. But having said that, these are not my recommendations. Please consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. For some of you, Rivian may be a great buy because you are buying them at a very low price point. And the future of electric vehicle is humongous, huge. General Motors and Ford are going to set up 6 new electric vehicle assembly units in US by 2025. So think about it and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be looking forward to hearing some of those from you. How many of you would be willing to buy Rivian? How many of you have already bought Rivian? And how many of you are like me to stay with the market leader, Tesla? With that, if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Remember, Synanomics is out there to create financial awareness so that you can make your own decisions, you can analyze the companies and make money. The purpose of Synanomics is actually entertainment and education. Entertainment for guys who are sitting on the sideline watching the market to grow, and education for the guys who are already in the race. Having said that, let me tell you, based on the request from many of you all, my viewers, actually I started a Hindi channel as well, especially for the Hindi speaking people, mainly from India. So check that out. I'll provide the link in the description. With that, it's a goodbye from your friend Pankaj Sinha. Bye-bye.